All right, Denise Britt with Sonic Shocks and John 5 from Rob Zombie here at the top of the Tower of Americas, 19 floors straight up by this band. Okay, we are at your third last stop of the Mayhem tour.
Yes.
How's the tour been?
Tour's been great, it's been very positive, great response to the new songs, and great crowd response, and we're having a really good time. The weather's been awesome. I love really hot weather and stuff like that, so it's been great, I'm loving it.
I saw that on one of your interviews that you just really dug like the 106-degree heat.
Yeah, I don't know why.
I don't know why.
I'm like a lizard or something. It was really cold in Michigan and Chicago, and I was miserable.
Cold? What are you talking about cold?
It
What's
was
your
like
definition?
60 degrees. It was cold. But this was just a few days ago,
That is heavenly weather
Oh,
out there.
it's raining and it's terrible.
I love the sunshine too.
Yeah.
So tell me about Venomous Rat Regeneration Vendor.
Very good on the title.
The name?
I don't know. The name, I can't
that all
tell
Rob,
you
or is
about.
that everybody?
That's all Rob, and but no, we've we're really proud of the record. It's doing really super well, and we just really dig playing the new songs live and getting great responses. And it's on the radio all over the place, so we're really proud of the outcome.
Well, I see it debuted at number 7 on the billboards with 34,000 copies the first week. That's a hell of a heavy metal album.
We're really happy about it, and it's cool with this tour. We're gonna film tomorrow, and so Houston and Dallas we're gonna film for a DVD. First ever. White Zombie's never done one. Rob Zombie's never done one.
Really?
So, so it's the first one, and I'm so excited about that.
Just a live
concert, and it's cool because this has never, the show is so big, and it'll at least people will get to be able to see the show all over.
That's fantastic. That is awesome. I just got an email here recently about the Rob's Halloween Great American Nightmare.
Yes, the Great American Nightmare. It's like a 2-week extravaganza. There's gonna be.
Sounds terrifying.
Oh, it is. Some of these mazes, like he told me about, it's like, that's crazy. How are you going to even do that? Is that legal?
I'm sure it's going to be like stepping into House of a Thousand Corpses or something.
Really crazy stuff. So there's going to be a bunch of cool mazes. There's going to be wrestling. There's going to be a bunch of really cool bands. And
wrestling?
Yeah, Mexican wrestling and stuff. Yeah, so it's going to be really cool, a lot of fun. And really great bands, and there's going to be cars like Monsters and like Batman and all these just really cool stuff.
A good time. So what about little kids? I mean, is there going to be things for parents to bring little kids? You think maybe during the day?
I don't know. That I couldn't. I would think so, of course.
Just not the mazes.
Yeah, it's going to be really fun. I love Halloween.
Oh well, and who better to put on a Halloween project than Rob Zombie? I mean, seriously.
If I wasn't in the band, I'd be going all the time. So. It's really cool.
So I was reading about it, and I knew you had done so many things with so many people over the years, and it really hit me when I just sit there and looked at a list of everybody you had co-written with and written for and scored for. Did you ever think back when you were Bryson's age at 17 that you would be?
Well, all I really wanted was to be a session musician. I never really dreamt of any of this. I really didn't. Even when I was super young, I didn't really. It never went that far with me. I just wanted to be a session guy, and but this has happened, and it's the greatest thing ever. It's incredible. I don't take it for granted, and I'm so proud, that this is going on in my life, because I love it, it's incredible.
Exactly. Well, you are by far the most accomplished musician I've ever interviewed or met.
Yeah, thank you.
I wanted to ask you, I saw that you used to watch Hee Haw with your mom and dad when
Oh,
you were
I
little.
loved Hee Haw.
That was me. My first concert was Roy Clark.
No.
Roy Clark. loved him. Loved him. Just the guitar.
What year? Do you remember?
Oh my gosh, it was probably 77, 78.
Oh,
I mean,
I'm so jealous of you.
he was at our high school. I lived in southeast New Mexico. He was at our high school auditorium. Did a concert. Fantastic.
Oh, of course.
Fantastic. And we used to watch Hee-Haw, I'd watch it with my grandparents and Minnie Pearl. And
Yeah, Minnie Pearl and String Bean. And,
is that not good TV right there?
Yeah. No, it was the best.
I don't have that anymore. I miss
No,
Hee-Haw.
it was, well, I was just watching Hee-Haw a couple days ago on the bus because I have the DVDs, and it's just the greatest. You know, it really was an incredible show, and it influenced me so much. That's what influenced me to play electric guitar, the Telecaster, you know, things like that. It really had a big impact on my life.
Well, you know what? That's the first I've heard of Hee-Haw, and phenomenal. I love Hee-Haw, and I love that about you. That's fantastic. I know when things are, you know, I sit down or something, the first song that pops into my head is that Gloom, Despair, and Misery. Do you remember them singing? Just fantastic TV. Is there anybody that you've recorded with or that you haven't recorded with or collaborated with that you would love to?
I would say probably Prince would be one, or you know, a Beatle maybe. You know, that would be incredible. I'd say those, you know, would definitely be on my list, and I would love to do. You know.
What about some Stevie Nicks? That's my favorite artist.
I love Stevie Nicks, of course. Oh my God.
I love Stevie. We are kind of acquainted with Rudy Sarzo. Bryson speaks with him a lot. Just such
Rudy
a great guy, and he was instrumental to you.
Oh my God, Rudy was such a big part of my career. He saw me in a nightclub in Hollywood, Gazzari's, and he picked me up and said, let's, you know, do this, and he introduced me to all these people and taught me about the business, and I was, you know, pretty much homeless, and, you know, he really saw something in me, and, you know, I owe the world to Rudy.
He's a nice guy, sure.
Yeah.
Sure has done a lot of stuff just like you.
Absolutely, he's great. I love him.
So, one more question. How hard has it been to be on the road with, that's kind of a two-part question. I know that back in the 80s when I grew up and went to concerts and all the musicians were on drugs and partied all the time. Everybody, you know, partied all the time. Is it more of a different scene with, I mean, bands and rock stars now, or is it just a select few? Because I know
I'm vegan,
yeah.
So I just, you know, I eat great, and I just drink water and, you know, exercise. I just climbed up 19 flights of stairs.
I climbed up half of them and climbed back down them, so
that was awful.
You know, it's very important. But everybody, you know, there's tons of bands. I'd say 9 out of 10 bands still party it up. Like,
you think so?
Sure, absolutely.